What's up, YouTube? GreenScizor here with my first narrated battle. If you like it, please subscribe, and please don't comment on my voice, because I really don't care. So he's going to lead out with Neon Mega, I'm going to lead out with my Umbreon. He's going to Air Slash, and I'm just going to confuse her. I'm going to confuse him, so I can get extra damage on him, because Umbreon has, like, no attack EVs. Just a pure wall. Just walls off. So he switches out not liking confusion into Espeon. I'm pretty sure it's a Dream Mode Espeon, which bounces back any status move, so I'm going to switch out to Dormanotan, which she's going to protect next turn. I'm going to go to Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz will protect you. Sees that I'm Flare Blitzing, and he goes back to Neon Mega. Which he did this because it's Focus Sash, and he wants to get as much damage on my Dormanotan as possible, and he knows I'm going to get recoil damage from this. So he lifts with Focus Sash, and then I'm going to get my recoil damage. It's a lot more than 100. He's going to Air Slash, and he's going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to Flare Blitz to kill him, and it's going to do 1 recoil damage. Yeah, you see 149 to 148. So he's going to send out Jirachi, and I don't know why he would do that, because Jirachi's really part steel. So he goes for the substitute, and I Flare Blitz the substitute, going to break it, get a little bit of recoil damage on that, but it's all good. So substitute fades, get the recoil damage, and he's going to T-Bolt me. And T-Bolt's not going to kill me, it's going to pair hacks me, but it's not going to matter, because check this out. Red Ape doesn't care, he's paralyzed, he's going to Flare Blitz in the face. Super effective. Choice Banded Flare Blitz, and he is down, but it's also going to kill Red Ape, which is sad. Good job, Red Ape, you did your job. Took out 2 pokes. Now Sableye is going to come out, and he is nothing super effective against Sableye, because it's Ghost and Dark. So fighting moves can't hit it, and then nothing else is super effective against it. Excuse me. He predicts Leech Seed, goes in the Magic Battle with Espeon, and then I send out my Umbreon, just because, like, you know, Umbreon's the complete opposite of Espeon, because I don't know if it's a full support. But now that he's going to Reflect and Light Screen, I know it's a full support. I was thinking he was going to switch out after Reflect, so I did a Confuser and confused myself, which sucks. But it's all good. He switches out to his Golurk, Shiny Golurk. Shiny Golurks look so cool. That's why I have one. You'll see my Shiny Golurk in a second. So I break through for the payback. It does absolutely like nothing almost, because I have no attack EVs. It's all wall. I'm just gonna do as much damage to this thing as possible before it starts attacking me. It was subbed, which is pretty good because it hurt itself there. But I'm pretty sure I can break this up with Umbreon. So Umbreon uses payback, and it's super effective, and I get the crit. So yes, it's going to break the sub, and he is going to use Dynamic Punch, which I'm like, Dynamic Punch hit with 50 accuracy. Then I realized that Golurk's reroll ability is the No Guard, which means all attacks hit no matter what, which really kind of ticked me off, because that is not released yet. And it's kind of a gay reroll ability with Dynamic Punch. But it's all good. I told him that not to use those pokes when he's in my hub next time, but it's all good. It's still a good battle. So he sends out Espeon, and now he's going to withdraw him. Back into Golurk to get the Wish. And I'm going to switch out to my Golurk. It's going to be a Golurk battle. Because I'm pretty sure my Golurk's faster than him if Umbreon's faster than his Golurk. So I just want to Shadow Punch off the Iron Fist plus 20% damage, and his Reflect goes down. So he switches out because of the Reflect, and he goes into Sableye, because Sableye is not super effective against it. So he goes into Sableye. I'm predict the Will-O-Wisp here, and I switched to Unlucky because he has Synchronize. And he does Will-O-Wisp, which is awesome. So it gets burned, but Synchronize burns him too. Because I really want to get rid of Sableye because nothing is super effective against it. So he uses Recover, and since he recovered, it allows me to get a free Moonlight off and heal up Umbreon as well. So we both heal up. So I heal up about half health, a little more than half, and I get burned down less than half. He gets burned a little bit. He's going to switch out into Golurk. Oh, Golurk. And I Moonlight, get another free, free healing. Get healed up, burn. Now I'm burned, I'm just going to get the Confuse Ray off just to confuse him. Maybe I can get a free Confusion to switch out. And I do, which is awesome. So now I get to switch out. I'm going to switch out to my Golurk and try to take this thing out. My Golurk's Oh no, I don't switch out to Gobert. Switch out to my Whimsicott, which is a funny little face nickname. And he's gonna send out Espeon, knowing I'm gonna Leech Seed. But then I switch out and I go to my Brick, which I love my Brick. You'll see why, even though it kind of fails on this style. So he's gonna Wish, and I did Stealth Rocks because I thought he was gonna switch out after he set up the Reflector Light Screen or whatever it was. But I Stealth Rock myself, which sucks. But now that he's switching out, I get a free Shell Smash, which is awesome. So I get minus defense, minus special defense, and +2 bonus on attack, special attack, and speed. So I'm just setting up for the sweep right now. I reckon it's going to be awesome, and I get another Shell Smash because I am Focus Sash, so can't get killed with one hit. No, I'm not Focus Sash, I have Sturdy. And Sturdy in 5th Gym, it's like a Focus Sash, so you live with 1 HP if it's a one-hit KO. But he Dynamic Punch and it doesn't kill me, which I'm like, wow, that's all it did. But it gets hit by the Rocky Hole, but it confuses me, and this is why I get really mad because of the very well ability, the No Guard, because like, and I confuse and hit myself, which takes almost half my HP away and kills me in the end. So there goes Brick, a complete fail of my team right now. But it's okay, because I'm going to send out my Golurk again. It's going to be another Golurk battle. I'm going to use Shadow Punch and he doesn't switch out. It's going to do a lot of damage. More than half. He's going to Earthquake. It's also going to do a lot of damage. Golurks are just awesome. I love Golurk. So he's going to withdraw his Golurk because he wants to keep it, and then he's going to send out Sableye to take the Shadow Punch, and it takes it really well because of the Reflect. He's going to recover, and this is my favorite part of the game right here. One of my favorite parts of my favorite parts. I Earthquake, and down he goes. It's a critical hit on the Earthquake. It's going to kill that thing. And his Reflect is down. So he's going to go into Machamp. I'm just like, OG is Machamp. So I'm going to switch out. Go into my Whimsicott, because I want to Leech Seed this thing. But so he goes for the Bulk Up, set up the Sweeper, and he's going to switch out next turn because he doesn't want to get Leech Seed into his Espeon to bounce back to Leech Seed, but it's not going to be effective because it's Whimsicott, and Whimsicott's awesome. So I sub. I go ahead and sub, so I can set up, and I have Hurricane. I carry Hurricane because I have a different set for my Whimsicott. Doesn't have Grass Whistle or anything. It's got Leech Seeds, Sun Spore, and Hurricane. Excuse me. So I go with the Hurricane. I see it does a pretty good amount of damage to Espeon, so I'm like, yes, I got something against this Espeon. He protects, and he's got to heal up with that Wish. I'm just like, grrr, this is so frustrating. So he heals up, and I'm just like letting my health go up with my leftovers. So now I switch back out. Switch back out into my Golurk, just to see if he like makes a mistake and like keeps it in. And if it does the light screen, sets a light screen in. And Golurk, I'm gonna do Shadow Punch and switches back out into his Golurk to Death Fodder, which I'm kind of happy to get that thing out of the way because it's kind of annoying. So now he's down to 2 hopes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's down to 2, and I'm at 4. 2v4, and I'm gonna hammer or just get damage on this thing and it does almost nothing. Which sucks. He's going to pay back and kill my Golurk. I'm just like, oh. So Golurk's down. Now it's 3 against 2. And this is the really long and boring part, which I'm going to speed up sooner. I just want to show you my daily, which is awesome daily. Watch how it takes Dynamic Punch with Reflect. It's got the Eviolite Stone, and with does nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I do get confused, and I hit myself, which is not going to really matter, so he's going to go for a Bulk Up, because he wants to take this thing out. He wants to take out my Bailey, because he's mad. That's why his name is Why He Mad. So I'm going to break through confusion here to get the Leech Seed off, which is awesome. Because I'm pretty sure with Leech Seed he's going to switch out, because he doesn't like to be seeded. And here I'm going to go for the Synthesis to heal up, but I'm going to get hit by my own Fusion, which is going to suck. And here's where I kind of like speed it up. This is where I start speeding up the battle, just to make it shorter. And this is what I like to call the big stall wars. Because basically both teams just stall, install, 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 and install, and install some more. And we're going to stall some more. So I've pretty much just zoomed through this part. right here, and the ending's gonna go really fast, so I'm gonna like point out what happens, but you'll be able to see it's not going that fast. So if we're just stalling each other, stall, kill up Umbreon, stall, and yeah. This is the really awkward part of the video where you don't know what to say because you pretty much know what's going on and stuff. So I just want to like see the question, what is your favorite Pokemon? Put what your favorite Pokemon out of all 5 gens in the comments. And I will put mine in there too, just so y'all know. Mine actually is Typhlosion. I don't even need to put it in the comments, I can tell you now. It's Typhlosion. I love Typhlosion. Gen 2 is the best generation video game ever. Silver is the best. Silver and Crystal, I think Pokemon kind of start getting dumb after 3. The 3rd generation, like, running out of ideas, like, especially in the 5th gen, like Garbodor, that's a trash bag. Which I don't think really makes sense. But okay. This is the part where I actually start, this is where I turn it around. It's like, I get the confusion, but I'm already confused. Bounces back, and I switch out to Whimsicott. And Whimsicott is the hero of this match, because it just is awesome. Set to reflect. I'm just gonna get my sub, because I'm gonna do a last-ditch effort to kill this Espeon. And I'm hoping for like, oh, let's go. Because I'm gonna start Hurricaning it, and I'm hoping for a Confuse Hack. Because Hurricane can cause confusion. I get a Hurricane, and I get the Confuse Hack. And I'm just like, yes, and it hits itself, which is awesome. So he switches back out to Machamp, and Machamp gets Hurricane too, which is super effective, so it's going to bring it down to less than like a third health. Then he's going to leftovers up, and then he's going to switch back to Espeon, and this is the game right here. I get the 2 Hurricanes off in a row, and it kills Espeon, so that's the game, and he's just going to, I'm going to Leech Seed Machamp, and he's going to forfeit just to save time, so good game.